Hi, this is Andy Scott with North Shore Apartments and Condos. I'm walking into 825 Main, number 210. This is a really nicely redone studio, and we come into a little entry area, and then we walk around to our right, and we get our first look at the living area. You can see it's got a lot of natural light. It's a big living room. Now, before we go into the living area, there's a couple of closets right in the entryway. One has shelves, the one to the left has shelves. And there's nice storage. And you can put stuff on top too, so you have a top shelf. And the other is like a standard entry closet. Tile floors, hanging bar, and shelf up above. So you have those two closets before you ever get into the apartment. Then once you get into the apartment, you see the division between the kitchen and the living area. One is tile and one is the new laminate flooring. And it's really, you can hear my voice echo as we walk into the living area. I have terrific French window in the front facing south, so you get a lot of light. You've got sconces on the walls. The walls and the painting have all been redone, so it's very fresh. You see a coaxial cable by the floor in the far right corner. There is a radiator, left corner. Behind these mirror doors is a huge walk-in closet. I'm going to walk to the far point here and show you the French wind doors, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We're looking out onto Main Street, which again is south. These slide open and closed, which are really cool. I'm not going to do that right now. But they let in a lot of light. They are completely airtight, so they don't let in any weather. And it's cool. If you wanted air, you could open it up and get a big breeze. Looking back from the French door, we see the kitchen, which is smaller. We also see some shelves in the wall, and we get just a glimpse of the big closet and the bathroom that's off of that. Before we see the closet and the bath, let's take a look at the kitchen. We've got a nice full-size fridge, full-size stove, lots of cabinet space both on top and underneath, a little bit of counter space. And I guess we should probably start by looking at the cabinets. The counter is a laminate rather than a rock, although it's very nice looking. You have a stainless steel sink. We'll just check the hot water. Water pressure in this building is very good. You can see it drains nicely. Underneath, nice and dry, can be used as storage. You have additional storage right next door. Now what's nice about the lower storage area is it's very deep, so you can put pots and pans, bowls, small appliances. You can store bigger items. You also have drawers up top, which is very nice. Then up above, you have 5 cabinets. These are standard maple cabinets, about 2 feet high with 3 shelves. The shelves are about 11 or 12 inches, 11 inches deep, I think. Pardon me. Here we go. The middle shelf, which is a little bit wider. And then the last 2 shelves, which are standard 2-foot shelves, or 2-foot cabinets with 3 shelves. The stove is a full-size stove, which is great in a studio apartment. You don't always get that. 4 burners on top, nice and clean inside, also clean. Just to the right of the stove, you have one last drawer and another deeper cabinet that you could put like cookie sheets in, that kind of thing. Again, pots and pans. The fridge is about 5 feet 8 inches high, with the freezer on top. Nice good sized freezer on top, shelves to the right. Oops, fridge on the bottom. Crisper drawers, butter dish and shelves to the right. So really it's a smaller kitchen, but it's nice. There's a lot of storage, lots of cabinet space. I'm going to step back just so you can see the whole thing again. Big appliances, full-size appliances, which is really nice. And the whole apartment is very bright. Okay, so now we're going to go into this big closet. There's a little light adjustment here, but if we look one to our left, we see it's probably 8 or 9 feet in length, maybe 9 feet in length. And to our right, we see the bathroom. Now, in order to get a little more light on this, I'm going to open one of the closet doors, just so you can see how big this is. It's easily 5 feet across and 9 feet in length. You've got 2 shelves at the far end. There's a hanging bar, hooks over here, and just space. You could literally put a twin-size bed in here and still have room for a closet. So that you also have an outlet. So it is really a huge space. The bathroom is squeaky clean with vintage tiles, a standard vintage commode. These are the original tiles, but they're in really good shape, which is not really ordinary. Again, we have good water pressure in the sink, underneath the sink. We have a little cabinet area that's nice and dry, can be used as storage. You see it drains very well. There's a medicine cabinet up above. Light fixture above the mirror in the medicine cabinet, which is good. You do have an outlet. The shower head's got to be about 6'5" or 6'6", so very high up there. New windows, which is really nice. So this will open and close. Again, you're facing south, but let you air it out easily. And keeping the bathroom dry is important if you want to keep it clean. There's a little bit of dust in the tub, but you can see it's been reglazed. And again, the tiles are very nice. Check the water pressure. Oops. There we go. And you can see the water pressure is outstanding. And it drains beautifully. And so we've actually got, a pretty nice bathroom with a nice sink, storage both above and below the sink area, light fixture above the mirror. You can see the shower head's way up there. Tiles are in great shape, the tub's in great shape, very good water pressure. Huge closet, just a massive closet. Like I say, you could put a twin bed in here and still have room for a big closet. The living area is also very big. There's a look at that. I really like that French door because it opens and closes. And I completely forgot to point out the air conditioner. All your utilities are included, so both heat and air conditioning are included in the rent. See the shelves across the room, but from me to the wall is probably 12 feet, and from the wall with the French door on it, sliding door on it, to the tile, it's got to be 14 feet. So it's a nice big living area with a smaller but complete kitchen. Very nice kitchen, very clean, full-size appliances. So we'll walk toward the front door, give you one last look. See the sconces on the walls. We have these 2 additional closets, and then we are at the front door. Thanks for watching.